Hi, everybody. Welcome to GOL-TV, the Dave DiIanni Show, presented by Option 1 Credit Union. I'm DJ Foster, joined by Grand Valley State head soccer coach Dave DiIanni. We're here on the NCAA tournament portion of the GOL-TV. Dave, you hosted regionals this past week, a little three-team tournament in Allendale. You had a bye in the first round, so you got to watch Wisconsin Parkside and Quincy play on Friday. Parkside won 2-1, which brought them to you guys on Sunday afternoon. We'll break it up a little bit here. In the first half, you had a nice set goal from Ashley Botts off a pass from Alyssa Meyer to put you up 1-0 at halftime. With the way the wind was swirling and everything, it looked like one goal might have been enough. Talk about your mindset going into halftime.
Well, we actually kind of wanted to go into the wind in the first half for lots of reasons. I think just, when you take the wind and you're not totally engaged and ready to commit yourself 100% and pressure teams, you end up losing a lot of valuable minutes, in terms of taking advantage of the wind. And it was strong. The Parkside they wanted to actually go into the wind, and so they had the same mindset. I thought that we were a little heavy-legged early on in the first half. Certain players in particular looked tired, and maybe it was the bye, because we tapered off early, and maybe they just weren't used to getting their legs going, and it took a little time. So, but fortunately, Ashley Botts played really well and created a bunch of opportunities for us off free kicks and a lot of fouls she incurred, and our goal was off a foul. She was being man marked, and she did a great job of Alyssa Meyer set a nice ball for her, and she kept the ball nice and low, kept it on frame, and the wind essentially just took it in, and it was a great goal. It was important for us, especially again not playing as well as we thought we should have in the first half, to get a 1-0 lead, just even for morale and a psyche. And again, our back line did a good job of just minimizing Shannon Becker, who is a good player. But again, the wind was strong, and they're a pretty direct team playing into Shannon, and so that it didn't really bode well for how they wanted to play. And getting into half, 1-0 was crucial for us.
Sure, I'm not even sure Chelsea touched the ball much in the first half. You did a great job keeping it on your half of the field. Into the second half, you finally struck for a second goal, Kayla Addison, and a pass from Botts to put you up 2-0. Probably feeling pretty good there, kind of an insurance goal, which he ended up needing because Parkside got on the board about 10 minutes later off a penalty kick. A little controversial call there, which certainly you can talk about. But then up 2-1, you play the next 13 minutes, up a goal, and then you get another one from Addison from Botts to make the final 3-1. Just talk about the second half.
Well, I was really happy with our kids' focus in the second half. We challenged them to be a little bit more dynamic, and again, like I said, I thought we were pretty heavy-legged in the first half, and didn't play poorly. Just didn't look special. Looked very uncharacteristically flat. So in the second half, I thought we did a really good job. In fact, I thought we played really well for the first 20 minutes of the second half. Looked very composed and condensed, both offensively and defensively in the attack. When you're playing into a wind like that, you got to have short passes, build up as a group, and we found Ashley Botts an awful lot, and she did a great job of not playing too fast and getting herself turned and getting opportunities for the midfielders and people like Kayla Addison, running off her. And again, she played an All-American kind of game for us, and that's what happened with that goal. She got herself turned, and the ball kind of squirted loose off a tackle to Kayla Addison deep in Parkside's end, and Kayla did a great job of putting a nice move on and beat the girl back post. So, 20 minutes left was still going into 25 minutes left going into the wind. I don't know if the game was over, but it was certainly helpful. And then the unfortunate, Kayla Kimball mistrapped a ball and squirted loose and challenged back for a tackle, and it probably was a foul for sure. It's unfortunate it was in the box, and the rule does state, if you take an opportunity away, it's a red card. And again, it's very unfortunate, but it is what it is, and we're not getting that back. So give our kids credit. I was so proud of them. They fought back, and Alyssa Wesley and Megan Brown have never been paired together as a center back trio or duo, and Taylor Ward and Taylor Callan shut it down and did a good job of minimizing any real threats. And then to get that third goal with a man down, that's the second time we've done that this year. And again, gives credit to what our kids are doing. And we pretty much just left Ashley Botts and Kayla Addison up there by themselves and said, you're on your own.
Right.
Everybody else is going to be needed to defend, and they did that. But Ashley beat her man and played Kayla behind the back line, and it was a great goal. So good feeling. It was a physical game, but not dirty at all. Just two teams wanting to advance, and I was proud of our kids.
So that was the regional semifinals that you got out of, and of course with the way the schedule works, you have to fly across country to go play the regional finals against Northern Kentucky. So you're going to play Northern Kentucky this Friday, 5:30 p.m. At Colorado Mines, and that's the regional finals. Talk about what the Norse are going to bring to the field. It should be a good match.
Yeah, good team. Very good team. Bob Sheehan has got a great team over there and a great program. Quite honestly, last 15, 20 years, they've done a fantastic job. And we're going to have to play very well, as you should. As you advance, you have to play a little bit better, and because you're playing better opponents and very athletic. We'll be very aggressive defensively. And look to be direct and play, put some pressure on your back line, and we've got because some ideas how we want to try to counter that, and we want to possess the ball a little bit more and make them chase us, and we have a great history how we playing with them, played them in Denver 2 years ago as well, and It was a good game and went to PKs, and so. We're going to play very well, and we're just happy to advance and try to get into Sunday and play the winner of Mines in Fort Lewis.
Correct. Now, as I said, you played 5:30. Colorado Mines and Fort Lewis play before you, so you already know the winner of that by the time you start your match, and then that would be the national quarterfinals on Sunday at 3 o'clock. So talk about, I don't know if you prefer to play Mines, the home team, or Fort Lewis. Obviously they're pretty close to Colorado as well. But do you have a favorite? Do you just want to get there and see who you have to play?
Yeah, we just want to play. We just want to win one more game and get another chance to keep this team together. They've been a fantastic group to coach, and we want to extend it out as much as possible. Both teams are battle tested. That the RMAC is a great conference, and they've played tough games already. And I have no idea kind of what they bring back. Obviously, we played Colorado School Mines 2 years ago in the same event, and then we played Fort Lewis last year, and both are coached well and are going to probably bring their own concerns for us. But we're just focused on NKU right now. We want to win a regional title. We want to continue that success that we've had the last couple of years, and that's one of our goals. So we want to get out of Friday, and we'll see what happens on Sunday.
I definitely think the saying is one game at a time. Is probably what you're stressing. Just one last thing: the Daktronics All Region Awards came out on Tuesday. Okay. You had 6 players on the first team. Kayla Addison, Ashley Botts, Alyssa Meyer, Erin Ruse, Megan Brown, Chelsea Parisi, and then Kayla Kimball was a second-team selection. So you had 7 members of your starters on the Daktronics team. Daktronics is selected by the Sports Information Director, so it's not necessarily a coach's award, but it's got to feel good anytime you can see your players get recognition like that. Yeah,
like we spoke last week. It's it's an indication that your team's doing some good things, and our individuals know that they give credit to their team, and as you're successful, teams will be recognized. That's the nature of the beast, and all those girls have worked very hard this year and have had good years. But again, that's a team award for us, and we give credit to what we've done this year, and we're excited about that. But again, they'll trade it all in if they can get another win on Friday.
Sure. Well, we wish you the best of luck on Friday. A safe trip out there. Hopefully, you get 2 wins this weekend and come back to the friendly confines of Allendale.
Let's hope.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Thank you for watching GOL-TV, the Dave DiIanni Show, here on the Grand Valley Sports Network.